welcome to another week of This Week in Eorzea. I am joined by the amazingly intelligent, great juggler, and good friend, Pyra. Did I go too far? Hi!
Juggler!
I imagine you
juggle.
juggle.
Variety. Physical. Mo. I'm clumsy as ever.
Thank you so much for being here. We've got a lot to go over today. The live letter that we expected happened as scheduled, and 7-2 is going to be big.
Buckle up, folks!
We got confirmation it was the 25th, but that is no surprise. Also, what should have been no surprise, but actually surprised me a little bit, was the reminder that it'll be a 24-hour maintenance. So the Monday before, is that, it's not next Monday, is it?
Oh yeah. Oh. It's a week from today is the 24th.
So next Monday.
Patch. Oof.
Oh god. Next Monday, no game time. Make sure your gardens are tended to and your retainers are off somewhere enjoying their vacation, because you won't have access to the game while they're updating all of this.
And Moogle treasure troves. So that will be ending.
So make sure your weekly is done today, because it resets tomorrow. I have it on good authority that the next mini-mog is Boja.
Ooh.
So.
I think this week's was Eureka?
Yeah, but I ended up doing the triple triad match because it was so much faster.
So much faster.
They downloaded the new trailer. I'll be honest, I didn't watch it. Did you?
I did.
Okay. What did you have any thoughts on it?
A lot of confusion at first, and which this is why this isn't the only reason why. My husband is way better at remembering like lore and key pieces of information and past Final Fantasies than I am, so he's pulling out all these things and I'm just like, huh? So, for me there was some confusion, and then also the main scenario is starting to heat up again, because after the last patch of story, I am just very confused, excited, and concerned with where we're going with Sveen.
Yeah. So I'm the same though. Like when a trailer comes out for a game and then you watch someone recapping it and they're pausing it and being like, "Oh, this is that and this is that and this is where this is from and oh my god, that must be this." I'm like, "Okay, pretty pictures. I love the music." So sure. I probably wouldn't have been able to give the best review anyway. I don't have an eye for that sort of detail either. So so we got more MSQ. We have a new, is that the new raid? That is the new raid, the disco raid. You are so happy. Confirmation happy. Savage is 1 week after 7-2 drops, so you got a week to prepare for Savage.
Sure. Week? Hold up. Oh wow, that's actually I feel like they've done 2. So they're kind of zooming it up. I feel like, please correct me anybody if I'm wrong, I thought that Savage was typically 2 weeks after, and so this is, you're going right in. They're not even giving you a cooldown time.
Yeah, crafted gear releases on 7-2, so you've got literally a week to like have someone make it all for you and get in there.
Oh. Literally April 2nd, the day after April's Fool's Day. I guess I'm raiding. Is it usually 1 week? I guess I'm wrong. I've only been doing this for 10 years. I don't know what you want from me.
Suzuko Unreal. So I went into a min eye level party on this probably a couple of months ago, just to help someone clear. And it was an absolute disaster. So Unreal is just going to be unmitigated chaos. I'm in.
Disaster at launch, and I'm expecting a disaster for Unreal.
Oh, man.
In the best way possible, though. Like, it is a good fight. It's just, It's chaos. Like it's gonna be crazy.
Okay, yeah, and then they added some new PvP actions. I wonder, they kind of don't show it here. They're just kind of going over it.
Yeah, they did talk a bit about how secure is changed now, like frontline secure, because that we haven't seen that in a while. One of the biggest things I remember from here too was that the middle node that you had to kind of like climb the ramps, the stairs to get to it, they're actually going to be like teleporters now.
Yes.
So that you don't have to just like a lot of people would debate whether it was even worth going there. So I think we're getting a lot of new elements to just kind of make it less insufferable, might not be the correct word, but just like more appealing, more on par with the other front lines.
Or yeah, because I mean, I used to play it all the time, and after a certain point, if you didn't get to the mid before mid pops, there's no point in going up there because everything will be dead by the time you get there, unless it was big node time. But yeah, this will make it easier for people to get there and participate instead of like risking going up there and then just getting knocked off by a monk anyway. And
no, not the trauma. Don't relive it.
Cosmic Exploration, they're gonna have some footage later. Occult Crescent comes out 725. Field Exploration, Allied Society, Hildian 725. So they're kind of just giving a breakdown of the timeline. Now 721 is 721. Like, it should only be a week or two out from 7.2, right? Is it when Savage releases, or is it slightly after?
I believe, and I'm saying I believe as I triple check this, I believe it is exactly that. Where's the timeline? They also gave us the timeline at the very, very end.
Oh, yeah, they do.
721 is one patch, or 1 week, yep. So that is... The only significant thing that they marked was the Savage version of the Arcadian Cruiserweight tier.
Dates are set in a later slide. Okay, thank you, Zone. I mean, I think the Arcadian is my favorite raid tier. I've never been much into raiding, but this feels like participating in, I don't know, like a spin-off game. It's just... so colorful. The music is amazing. The personalities of the characters I'm actually interested in. It, like, I'm sorry for everyone who loved Alexander. I just did not get into the story at all because...
That's fair.
I still can't tell you what it's about. It's some girl, some old guy. They kind of were lovers. I don't know.
I'll tell you a secret. I don't even remember the story. The parts about Alexander I love are like, it's kind of certain things about Arcadian are similar to me. It's about the vibes. It is kind like borderline, if not over the line, goofy. It is chaotic and it is beautiful, and like the music's on point, the bosses are on point. I don't care what the story is, even though this one also has a good story that fits in with the main scenario. But it's like, it's just this mesh of like fun and chaos that is just mwah, chef's kiss. It's so good.
I envision doing poorly. That is all I'm going to say.
Same though. I love with this boss that they were showing like some of these screenshots with like the half room cleave, and he's just dancing.
He's just
There's
jamming.
no swipe or like hit. It's just like dancing and the things are happening, and I'm like, this is what I want to see out of a raid series for me. Like, because raiding is my bread and butter, like I need this. I need fun so that I'm just memeing in the middle of raid. Like, this makes it like feel exciting to get in there. You know, when you're an hour like 60 of learning a fight, it's like, this is what I'm here for. This funny, goofy bunny.
Well, Well, that's it. I need to be cognizant of the fact that the couple of hours a week I spend at it is nothing compared to the Savage players and how often they have to see the same thing over and over again. Okay, so what were your thoughts on the gear? So this, they say, it is just regular gear, which I'm guessing is like tombstone gear.
I think that's the Arcadian gear first.
Oh yeah.
I was more impressed with like the Arcadian round 1 gear. This second set of gear is not doing it for me. Like, I'm glad it's new. Like, I'm glad it looks new compared to some of the, like, it's not like a reskin, but it's not wowing me personally. How about
you? Is this sad for me to say? Whenever the class that I play is represented by a Lalafell wearing the gear, I'm kind of sad because I don't know what it actually looks like on a regular person. I'm like, I'm great that Lala players represent and all, but it doesn't help me decide whether I like the look of it.
That's fair. It's tough too because like Lalas have the most unique body type. So like you're compressing it. So you can't tell what a curvy Vieira or Makote or anybody is gonna look like.
It's a throwback. It isn't what I was expecting, but I keep in mind all of the players who use gear like this for cosplays and stuff, and I think, okay, well, some of that looks really cosplay-y, so maybe it's exactly what some people are looking for. Me, I just kind of glam over a swimsuit anyway, so it doesn't make a big difference to me.
I do like the couple pieces that look like puffer jacket / like almost cyberpunky inspired. I'm not one for like a lot of bulky glam, but like I can rock with those, either the white or yellow puffer jacket looking thing.
Okay, so yeah, this is what we were talking about. So with PvP, you can select one of 3 actions available for each role. The selected action can be changed at the starting area even after the match begins. So I'm guessing this is kind of like, I'm getting variant dungeon vibes. Is that kind of? Yeah.
I think it's very much a variant dungeon-esque system, which I know a lot of people, at least from what I've seen, generally liked. And then it gives you a little bit of customization. Like, you can kind of play with certain things. Also, look at that healer. Oh,
wait,
back from the dead. It's Stone Skin.
Are you from like Protect at the beginning of every dungeon? Yeah.
Oh yeah, Stone Skin. But like when I started learning Savage, I would very rarely kind of do them on healers, and it's like learning when to swift cast your Stone Skin to make sure that people didn't die. Good times, kind of.
Listen, nostalgia will always be positive because our brain doesn't remember things that annoy us. It remembers trauma so we don't like injure ourselves or hurt ourselves in the future. But anything less than that, our brain just goes, meh, don't need these memories, and hucks them. But that doesn't mean that the past was wonderful, okay? It's just our brain protecting itself. It's doing brain things.
I'm gonna put on those rose-tinted glasses again.
Exactly. So yeah, this is... Is this the gate? No, this is the node.
Yeah, elegant.
This is the portal.
Yeah, those are the portals.
They go
which are very, very reminiscent in coils, like the original Original coils had those jump pads, so I think there are more jump pads than teleporters. I don't know if these are going to be like, I guess they say teleporters, but oh yeah, because they're going to start far away from the middle.
I remember being locked behind those gates.
Let me out, or let me in.
Yeah, apparently you can still get knocked off. Oh yes, you don't have to stop running to mount up now.
Yes, Yoshi. Like, I feel like they barely mention this, and to me, I'm like, that's a change of the game. Like, that is a quality of life change because it'll be everywhere. It is not just PvP, and it's like, why did you breeze over this? Like, this is a good thing. Like, even though it's small, just yeah.
I counted it today. I counted it today because I was cognizant of it because of this. 3 times in my stream today, I went to mount up, but my mounting was canceled because I took a step. So now I'm going to be super, like, paying attention to how many times this is going to be a problem until next week they fix it. Because
the problem is we're going to forget. So you're going to, like, stand still, and then you're going to be like, wait, what am I doing?
Yeah, that's what Yoshi joked about too. It's like, it's all that muscle memory, and I'm sure it's gonna happen, but more often than not, I try to mount up while running anyway, so this might just be a benefit to me.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the tombstone gear.
Yes.
So that looks very Final Fantasy IX-ish. Is that the idea there?
I believe that's what my husband said too, which I still have not played practically any Final Fantasy besides 14.
Okay.
Feels very like ye olden fantasy times. Like, I'm gonna go to a Ren fair and see some of this.
Yeah. No, for sure. Like, that's a Gaston shirt. If I don't see more Gaston cosplays, I'm gonna...
Oh. Halloween.
See, I
really
loved the White Mage relic gear. I was so happy back in A Realm Reborn when I finally got my hands on it and I got to look like an actual White Mage.
It's so iconic. Like, even me, who's never played other Final Fantasies before, like, it's just the white and red, bold, cleric. Very iconic. I love the paintbrush too, with the Picto.
Yeah,
so
and just
adorable.
the little red bow and the little half cloak thing. Super cute. So cute. The tombstone gear isn't bad. I always glam up.
Yeah.
No, I can't even pretend. I'm like, yeah, I'll wear it a little bit, but then you'll never see it again.
I'm actually, like, willing to wear some of this stuff, which, no offense to some of the tome gear, I haven't felt that way in a long time. A lot of it has been just not my vibe. So this set, I'm actually like, I could use this, maybe not my everyday wear, but like if I'm trying to like do a costume or around Halloween or something, like I'm actually excited to use the glam from this.
Okay, that's really cool. With all of the options we have available, with full glamour dressers, armoires, we are spoiled for choice. If anyone wears that tombstone gear intentionally, then they won, right? Yeah. With all of the options, they won. Cosmic Exploration, you just need to have completed Endwalker. So my alts are already ready for this.
Done.
Done. Little spacesuit.
I love this.
Right? This is where I woke up on the Friday from the live letter and started watching live. Just like a shiny new menu. I hope that this menu color becomes an option. They have a couple of menu color options and they said they were adding more. But this would be really cool for your character menus and everything. Ah! Little mission commenced.
I love the whole vibe they're going with this. Just like the branding, the kind of like almost holographic pink to blue and like cosmic, like it feels very immersive. I don't know if immersive is the right word, but it's they're leaning into it, and I think this is the type of content that kind of warrants that.
And what you're not getting from these slides, and of course I contemplated showing the video, but for time's sake decided not to, is the music. Like, I was getting ready in the morning listening to the music that was playing during this exploration gameplay footage, and the music just blew me away. There's kind of critical engagement events where everyone farms together. There's like a mech is released. You can win a ticket to pilot the mech.
It's kind of funny how this isn't even what we're getting for like the kind of like field exploration, and still we're getting some of these elements. I kind of like how they did that. Like, even just like you have a chance to get in a mech suit, like the small things like that are gonna give people more drive to like do this type of content, which is just super exciting. Like, it's exciting to know that there's like these fun things that are not guaranteed, so like you have to kind of go back and try again and try to keep doing it.
Tiny little Lula fell up in that mech. And then you've got this big thing. The hand drill. For those who aren't in the mech, you can participate by supporting. And then the base. So keep in mind, like, this is just one of 4 areas that they're releasing. This is the first of 4. So this already seems way bigger than the Ishgardian restoration or anything we've seen so far. It's like a Eureka entirely for crafting and gathering.
Bingo.
And then I saw this. Kupu of Fortune, roulette style. Let's go. I always wanted to do more Kupu of Fortune, but I wasn't great at macros at the time, and so really just spent all of that gathering so that I could sell mats and participate in that side of it. But for those who did the restoration as crafters, this was an added benefit. And then he goes and spins and wins the coffer on his first try and the mount on his second try.
I love the flex. Like, I think it's one of the next photos where he's just,
oh, yeah, right? New die.
Rigged? No.
Right, there you go.
I love that comment.
That needs to be rigged. Yoshi P memed.
Yeah.
Everyone's...
kind of... I was just gonna say, this kind of feels like maps. Like, there's something, you know, because we have the 2 types of maps typically per expansion, where it's like you pick a door or it's the wheel, and one is the illusion of choice, and one is like actually gambling, kind of. So it's like this is giving that same like satisfaction of like the gambling, like, oh, what are we gonna get now? Where's the wheel gonna stop?
I just see this as being so much fun to do on stream. Like, a lot of the crafting and gathering, I don't think, oh, well, it might not be so interesting to do on stream, but like, if there's a Gamba part of it. Yes.
Gamba.
And it's got, I mean, pretty much the same as Kupu of Fortune. in terms of having coffers and furnishings and fireworks and that sort of thing. There you go.
I knew everyone would say it
right. From doing the missions, you can earn Cosmo credits that you can exchange for rewards, and lunar credits can be used to purchase Cosmic Fortunes, a lottery system featuring various items. They can also be exchanged for a ticket to join Mech Ops. I'm super excited.
Yeah, this is a lot more than I thought it would be, truthfully. Like, I'm not even, I have not crafted and gathered much in a long time. This actually excites me to get into it again, truthfully. Like, I'm not the type of person who sits there and just crafts for, like, the market board. Like, I know a lot of friends do. It's not for me, so, like, this is, like, heck yeah, like, I want to get into this and, like, try something different, and, it's gonna be fun.
Okay, so unlike Ishgardian Restoration, these tally periods are only 2 days long. So there's a tally period, a rest period, a tally period, a rest period. So you don't have to be sweaty gross for too long. Just take a break, because the opportunity presents itself far more frequently to be a star contributor, and it is by world. The player who contributed the most within a 24-hour tally period will be awarded with the status of star contributor immediately following the tally period. And it kind of gives you a buff, so people can tell who you are, what you've done. They can see from a glance that you're a sweaty tryhard. And you can turn it off. You can turn it off, mind you. And you get a projection of yourself. So this is an example of the buff.
Mm-hmm.
I would totally wear it.
Oh, same. What I liked about this too, I think you scrolled. Oh wait, is that the whole? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is so cute.
I can't wait to see them do this more and more. I predicted when we fought Nadthal back in Endwalker that this would happen more and more. Still got my dime on us eventually fighting ourselves as a main boss of an expansion. So
I mean, we even got it. Dawn Trail, the dungeon. Was it the first dungeon where you fight the red, green, and blue, like zombie looking? It's just your player model.
Oh yeah.
What I like about this too, and it was on a slide a little bit above, the star contributor award, you're only gonna get it for 14 days. So this will probably help people from like hoarding like leaderboard and give people time to like, if you made it, that's it. You made it, and then you can't make it for another 14 days. So it's kind of like it gives other people the opportunity to jump in versus like the same 20 people like hogging that leaderboard, which is kind of nice. Like, it allows more people to be sweaty and have their chance to shine. Yeah.
So for 14 days following, you'll have a hologram of yourself projected within the base camp. Your name will be displayed on the bulletin board, and a visual effect will be applied to you when exploring. And you will be unable to receive it again for 14 days. So you can take a break, eat things, shower, recover. Because we all know you did unclean things to get that. So, okay. The tools upgrades are part of this as well, launching at the exact same time it launches. Have you done any tool upgrades in any expansion?
I think Heaven's Word was the last time, truthfully. It's been a long time.
I try it every expansion. I get into it, I maybe get 1 or 2 tools, and then I'm like, okay, I've had my fun. Like this
Yeah.
is now too much of a grind. I'm not keen on it. Oh, look, shiny. There's something else going on. So I haven't ever finished. Maybe this is the expansion. If they make doing those tools part of this new content and it just kind of happens naturally while I'm grinding away at it. But I love it when it's fun. I don't like it when it stops being fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this is them saying there's going to be a new zone in each major patch. So we've getting the first one, the moon, with 7.2.1, then 7.3, 7.4, and 7.5. So now they did say 7.2 and 7.3 will probably launch this year in 25. So we'll probably get at least the 2 zones this year.
Spread too. Like it's not all
Mhm.
coming in at once. Like you kind of have something to look forward to. Especially, I can see this content being very successful. So seeing that we kind of have like, not breadcrumbs necessarily, but these like smaller meals to kind of carry throughout the end of this year and into next.
So what that means is that it's not a situation where you have to consume it all at once.
Yeah.
You can kind of take your time, enjoy it. I had a moment today during stream where I was in one of the Stormblood zones and the sun was just rising and the background was just beautiful, and I'm like, why don't we spend more time here?
Yeah.
Why does it have to happen that we just abandon things? But I digress. I'm waxing sentimental here, and we've got so much live letter left. The Occult Crescent in 7.2.5. So this is the new Boja/Eureka. You must complete Dawn Trail for it, though, and you must have a class at 100.
Yes, no leveling this time around.
Yeah. Rather than using the duty finder, players must speak with a designated NPC to enter. Isn't that standard for these, though? Because Boja, that was the case, and Eureka, that was the case?
I think I don't know about Eureka. Boja was the case. I wonder if
this
they
is
kind
for...
of clarify versus other pieces of content.
Yeah, maybe just making a distinction between it and something else. I thought it was maybe the dungeon, but they're not talking about the dungeon. 72 players in an instance. That is still... when in a party, the whole party will join the same instance. So all this is really standard. I don't think anything they've mentioned thus far is unique to Occult Crescent. Above level 5, you will lose experience points. Yeah, that's familiar.
Yup.
They've got just some nice in-game images here of the land.
Yeah, it is really pretty looking.
And people have said it's green. It's not war-torn and muddy and,
Yeah.
nice and green. Phantom jobs. Again, I think it has the potential to be much clearer and easier to understand than previous tonics and logos and that sort of thing. Everyone knows what a time mage does. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not.
I don't know.
Tiny, limey stuff, I guess. Yeah.
I'm excited to see where they go with the rest of them too, because I don't even think they've announced all of them yet either. So
no,
to see what we get.
Yeah, and
apparently
Go ahead. Apparently, there are others that are getting released kind of as progression on this happens.
one exciting thing too. I think it was from the last live letter. They mentioned like never say never. I think when it comes to, does this mean that those jobs will never become a main class? Like, no, we're not saying that. So that's kind of exciting. Like, are you testing out certain jobs before potentially implementing them in the game?
Okay, so here in Eureka, we were a bit restrictive with the Aetherites, but if you're confident, you can unlock the others from the start. So the zone isn't locked behind quest progression. So if you are playing with other people, they can kind of get you to the other Aetherites, which is really more inclusive. And I thought I read somewhere too that there's a way to party sync if you are partied up with people who are different level than you.
Yeah, I did see that too, and I know Adam told me about that. So you can kind of like always do things with your friends, regardless of like if they're ahead of you or behind you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it looked like it had a really angry old man face. I had to click on it. Critical encounter lost. When I see that, I read critical encounter lost. The first thing that popped into my head was Metal Fox Chaos. Don't know why. Just popped into my head. Yes, I remember losing. Okay, yeah, more of a field notes thing. So you know there's going to be achievements based on unlocking these, for sure.
I'm excited to see what the story part of it is too. Not that like some of the side I don't even want to call it side content. Some of the side stories that aren't like necessarily part of the main MSQ. I kind of temp it to see if I actually pay attention to it or not. And I'm excited to see where this one goes. If it's going to kind of follow a lot of the paths of the Dawn Trail story, or if it's going to be a kind of unique experience.
Yeah, it does seem very unique with regard to the main story. We're not seeing a lot of very technical things. But then, what was it? I just unlocked Heaven on High on my alt. And there was a tree with computers in it as part of the story. And I'm like, maybe this game was a bit more sci-fi than I recall it being. Gooboos. I mean, we're kind of brushing past a lot of this because this is only the tip of the iceberg. Like, I think this releases in May. So we're going to have a couple of more live letters on this part before then with some more information. But from what we saw, it looks like it's going to be what we expect it to be. It's going to be another Eureka Boja hybrid that kind of seems to follow the same rules. Now, this one, the dungeon, the Forked Tower, apparently it's random draw who gets access to it if more than 48 people register. So it's like, yeah, so as you explore the Isle, you can acquire ciphers. When 16 or more players use these ciphers at the designated location, an Aether node will activate, teleporting them into the tower's hall after a brief period. Should more than 48 players be standing upon the node, players will be randomly selected for teleportation. Those who used Cypher will have higher chances of being selected. So if you caused it to proc, then you have a better chance of getting in, but...
Was this the same for Delubrum Reginae?
It feel, no.
I think there's a similar system where, like, because you were signed up didn't mean you got in, depending on, like, how many people...
The castrums. I think you were talking about the castrums.
Maybe it's the castrums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Delubrum was just a duty finder pop, but this has a kind of castrum feel, or maybe like a Eureka feel for Baldesion Arsenal.
Yes, yep. That's what I was meaning. I was like, Baldesion. I get the myth. Oh.
Treasure in the wild. Should you happen upon any
is-
treasure chests while traveling the wilds, its spoils are yours to keep, so feel free to open any chest you find.
I might
Just
just walk around. Like a random just, mine. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
Especially if you're working on an achievement, like if they have one here, like the rezzing people not in your party one that Boja had. You know, just walk around and res any corpses you find and pick up any treasure you find.
Just strolling through the park, rezzing dead bodies and getting free loot. La 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 la.
Apparently they're all personal. They're not zone wide, so it shows on your screen and it's all for you.
That's pretty cool. Don't have people fighting over like the last chest. It's mine.
Yeah, we don't need any more excuses to fight.
No.
Silver pieces, gold pieces. Seems very Boja-esque. The weapon enhancement story content will also unlock with this field exploration. The Phantom Weapon. The first step will be some sort of drop when you clear some sort of content. That's all I can say. Really, Yoshi? Really?
So this is relevant. This is even and I think that one guy, the guy that will always be there, will be there again. We know who you're talking about.
Oh, Yoshi. Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for that. So, and I think that one guy, the guy that will always be there, will be there again.
Yeah.
I don't feel it as being boring or reused. It's like watching a TV show that has a recurring character and the recurring character shows up and says the line and you're like, yeah, he said the line. I don't feel it as being they cheaped out or they're reusing assets or stories. I just feel it as being sentimental and comforting, and maybe that's just me.
I will still, their crowning moment with that was Shadowbringers. And like having people of like the same people, but we just swapped a few things in their name or put a fake mustache on them, and this is a different person. Like, okay.
I mean, now they've set the precedence though, where we understand that different shards have the same people just living different lives. So now we know that there are copies of everyone out there everywhere. So.
Ooh.
So 7.25 is when it releases, 7.4x is when we get new Phantom jobs, and 7.5 new area and new Phantom jobs. That's a big gap between the first and the new jobs and the new area. So maybe is there... I hate to reveal my ignorance here. Are they releasing 2 zones at the start or just 1? Is this going to be just a 2-zone content?
I don't know. I'm wondering too, and like what was 7.4, 7.5? They haven't even released that schedule yet. That's too far in the future. I'm wondering if they're also giving themselves, and I know we talked about this before the podcast, but like, you can't tell me FanFest isn't getting announced soon because we're due for one. So like, I'm wondering if they're giving themselves kind of a gap too, because like between 7.2 to 7.4, that feels a lot longer than between 0.4 to 0.5.
Well, they say here they're skipping 7.3 for an Occult Crescent update because they have a deep dungeon coming out.
Ooh, yeah, that too.
So, I mean, this is a lot of content. Two new exploratory contents with multiple zones and a deep dungeon for one expansion. It seems like a lot. I mean, I get they're trying to play catch up from last expansion too, but I mean, they're clearly working hard.
There's not going to be a lack of content. Once these pieces drop, no one can say there's nothing to do because there's going to be so much. Also, these pieces are so cute.
Yeah. This one especially reminds me a bit of Crystal Tower.
Yeah. Yep.
And I always look at the Crystal Tower loot when I win it still, and I'm like, I don't see anyone wearing these anymore, but
I know. They were like prime for such a long time. This one just feels like a Monster Hunter-y
right?
vibe. And the next one, that's Cap'n Crunch. How can anybody wear that seriously and not just be like, that's your Cap'n Crunch costume for Halloween?
I mean, thinking the big hats like Asmon's hat from
Yep.
Amon's hat. Time Mage, very Time Mage, quintessentially.
That pointy hat. I just keep thinking it's like a dunce cap though. Like, you know, it's like the fantasy, but like, nah, it's reading dunce cap to me.
They have a couple of those from A Realm Reborn, like the Sugarloaf hats. I think that's when they came out. Yeah, very pointy.
Yep. Oh. How do you like this one, Debbie?
That's nice.
I love this one. I love this one so much.
Not saying where to get this, but this is just pretty glam. Yeah.
Of course.
A bubber.
Ah, I love dogs. My baby puppies have they're not puppies anymore, but they got floppy ears, so I need to get this the moment it comes out.
Like, what is this? I saw it and I'm like, what even is this?
A peppermint monster. I don't know. Where does it come from?
This. Now, I saw someone point out that it's kind of looking like a Aztec ritual knife. So I kind of I can see it. I can see it. It's
That's a
very almost
than I had.
Moana-y, you know?
I was thinking SpongeBob. My brain went complete SpongeBob.
And then a bird that sits on your head.
Yay. So fresh.
His Lalafell just looks evil, though.
Lalafell is evil.
Another brute justice-y mount. Minion. Oh my god.
The oppressor.
Yeah.
Oppressor.
Wally? I don't know.
Wally.
Wally.
I can't wait. That's definitely from the moon, like the cosmic exploration.
Hmm.
The cube. The little feet. I can't with the feet.
The feet hanging out. Yeah.
The little feetsies. Just hanging out.
What's this?
I'm fairly certain I know where this comes from. So this is actually the car, one of the car models that are in the like Solution 9. So,
the
like,
one that we were hoping would
rotating-
eventually be for sale as a mount?
Mhm.
What?
I feel like this is from the new Savage. They didn't announce it. They didn't say. And he did say, I guess, because I was like, remember watching this live. This is about where I fully tuned in and was awake. And they had the mount music on for all of these. And I was sitting there thinking, like, I don't know if you're supposed to release that. Like, I don't know if you're supposed to be sharing that yet. But he did, I guess, say, wait, I was allowed to share this background music because.
Wait, is this a mount?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh,
okay, yeah. That completely makes sense. Oh, and then a mech?
Yeah. More cosmic exploration things. The
Mhm.
mech is so cool. I love the black with like pink.
Now, wasn't something very similar to this a pre-order bonus for?
Something semi-similar to this concept was is in Gold Saucer. For I think the
Oh, is that where it
$4
was?
million amount. But it's more of a blimp. Like this is more of a ship versus like that version's a blimp. But it has very similar lines and detailing.
Oh, the new wings.
Mm-hmm.
I am having a
who this
crisis
is.
right now because I only have one set of wings so far, and I have a voracious need to get them all.
I hope to get any at some point. I think Beatrice, is that what Adam said? Or I think he said that.
Mm-hmm.
From Final Fantasy. Don't quote me. I don't know. From another Final Fantasy. That's what the speculation is with these wings.
Yeah. When sprint runs out, you'll be jogging from now on.
Another major like quality of life change. They just kind of downplayed, like, oh yeah, this is gonna happen. It's like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, it says obviously not during battle, but maybe not exclusively limited to sanctuaries either. So it'll be kind of interesting.
Yeah. Goodbye needing to get on a phys range class to use Peloton.
Or I have still sitting in my saddlebag some sprint shoes that I don't think I've ever actually worn, but if you put them on, they do increase your run speed in cities.
Where did you get those?
Right? I think they're a Eureka thing.
Oh. Probably I don't know about them.
So 7/2. 7/2/1 is April 22nd. Okay, so it is a few weeks out. So 7/2 drops, and then we wait until April 22nd for the cosmic exploration.
Yep. Yep.
And
so
then
next week. Oh gosh.
Well, it gives you some time. So for the people who are doing Savage, you don't have to worry about all that FOMO from missing out on everything else that's going on. They give you some time to you know. Oh man. But I mean, not too long. Not too long. If Savage drops on the 1st and Cosmic Exploration on the 22nd, you've really got to haul your butt. Like,
yeah, I almost wish it was opposite. And I love Savage, but it's like I almost wish I could get into the Cosmic Exploration and then get it, because like once my group is like mid-core at most. Like we run a few days a week. We don't go super hard. We just kind of go at a casual to mid-core pace, and like we're gonna be in that for over a month. We're gonna be like we're gonna be in that when this content's coming out. So it's like, and no matter reclear, so it's like I'll probably have to reserve my Cosmic Exploration and Occult Crescent for like weekends right now.
Hey, all you need is a good 24 hours.
Right?
And yeah, that's kind of all the content they included here. They kind of go through the merchandise, new onesie loungewear.
They tried them on.
They did that. They tried them on. Oh my god.
Which one would you get, Debbie? If any.
The Moogle. Nice. Of course. What about you?
I think I would also be Moogle. Though, like, the Chocobo one, I think Yoshi started, like, wiggling his butt to, like, look at the little flap. I was like, oh my god, this is also precious. I honest to god put these keycaps in a cart
and was moments away from purchasing them. How about you?
I'm ready. Like, if that keyboard had a numpad, I gone in my cart in my home. But I'm debating with just the caps because I would need a whole new keyboard because I don't have a mechanical keyboard. I have a cheap keyboard still, but I'm dying for it. It looks really cool.
I have a mechanical keyboard, so the keycaps, I want them. And they have like different colors and different sizes of each button, so you can kind of customize it yourself.
It's so nice. I love how all the letters have the Eorzean alphabet on them too. It's just the little added touches that I'm like, it wasn't necessary, but at the same time, it's like, yes, like we needed this.
And a desk mat, which is probably a good idea. My current one is inexpensive.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. Some more kind of crossover merchandise. What is this? Stickers?
Stickers in Japan. Unfortunately, I think it's restricted.
And then the Primals merch they've been talking about before. The Instax promotion you still have until March 23rd, so get into it if you want to. And that's kind of it. And we are kind of right on time here, but briefly, did you want to let us know kind of what you're looking the most forward to?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, truthfully, I'm excited about like every single thing that's coming out. Savage is the thing that's like stereotypically is the thing that I'm most excited about. However, like I'm really excited for this new Cosmic Exploration and Occult Crescent content. Like I think we've been needing it for a while. So I'm just ready to kind of like a nice little sampler, sample a little bit of everything. I think that's what I'm most excited for in the next patch. How about you, Debbie?
I think it's important that I choose what I focus on to begin with, because I'm getting this feeling even right now that towards the end of the expansion, where all these things are happening and all these different updates are happening to all these different things all at once, I'm not going to know what to concentrate on unless I've already knocked some things out. So, I mean, obviously getting the Cosmic Exploration caught up, making sure I'm in a really good place with that is going to be my priority. I'm excited for another deep dungeon. Having done Heaven on High and Palace of the Dead again over the last week or so, kind of excited about that. They didn't even show us anything about that, so. But I think it's going to be a really busy couple of years. Like... there's a lot going on. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited for seeing some of this really nostalgic Phantom Job / Time Meiji / Final Fantasy IX stuff. It's Deep Dungeon when? Yeah, they said 7/3, so probably I would say sometime near the end of the year, like October, November. Where can people find you? What are you up to this week?
This week? So this week's actually a fun week. Of course, as always, we have our normal ultimate rating this week. And then Friday through Sunday, I'm actually doing a long charity stream weekend, like streamathon weekend for the Muscular Dystrophy Association. So we're going to be playing 14. We're going to be playing a lot of party games too, and a lot of kind of like meme-ish fun games. Mostly we're just going to be raising money for a really good cause. If y'all wanted to come by the stream, I'm going to be doing Bean Boozled and Wheel of Torture with hot sauces and madness, and just really just torturing myself for a good cause.
No, a fantastic cause. Is that on Twitch and YouTube, or?
Yes, it'll be on both Twitch and YouTube. The hours are up on my Discord. I don't remember them. Instead, last year in years past, I've done 12-hour streams. Instead, I'm gonna do 3 long streams with kind of open-ended, so that if I'm tired because I'm getting old, I don't have to force myself to be up for 12 hours in a row.
Legit. I mean, it's hard. I couldn't even get through today without a nap. So
How about you, Debbie? What are you up to this week?
Yeah, so my streaming schedule is posted. It's kind of staying the same for now. I've got maps on Friday. I've got my Debbie in the Dark variety stream. I'm going through Triangle Strategy right now on Saturday evenings. And then Sundays and Mondays are Final Fantasy XIV. We're going to focus on getting as many people who need it through their Heaven on High for the Moogle Tomes. And rounding out my leaderboard. So top of the leaderboard, someone has over 2,000 Moogle Tomes. That someone is not me. So I am still kind of top 3, top 4 at about 800. I think I'm at 790 something as of this afternoon, but it's, yeah.
Okay, so 700 is insane. 2,000, do we need to call someone for this person? Do they need help? Do they need a shower? What is... Good for them. That is commitment.
No, fantastic. And there are a lot of redeemable rewards that you can get more than once, like the MGP, which I know this individual doesn't need because they're maxed out, because MGP maxes at 9,999,999. Which we know. So yeah, treasure maps, that sort of thing. There's a lot to cash in on if you collect the tomes. And again, the best way to do that is just hang out in the gold saucer. So yeah, congratulations. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you so much, Pyra.
Thank you, Debbie.
We are
always
back.
A pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely. We are back next Monday, same time, same channel. I know you guys will be watching because you can't be in game, so we will be here. Hopefully going over some prelim patch notes, which they do put out kind of as soon as the game goes down, so we will have access to that information. So stay tuned then. It'll have information in it about job changes and stuff that they didn't really go into with the live letters, so stay tuned for that. Thank you everyone who joined us live and in chat. Thank you so much. We hope to see you next week. Take care. Love yourself as much as you love others, and we'll see you all in game. Bye.